backsplash to do here, and in this case I have a plaque which is mounted on a piece of plywood, and this is the plaque. It's all one piece, and I got to insert this into the backsplash. So I've laid a few rows of tile so that I can determine exactly where the plaque goes, and now I'm cutting the drywall out so that I can insert it into the drywall and it will be flush with the rest of the tile. Now sometimes people like them to be for them to stand proud of the backsplash. You can't see it in this clip, but there are actually a few rows of tile installed, and that's how I determined exactly the height of this plaque. Camera angle's just wrong, but you'll see a little bit later on that there are actually some tiles installed. And so, like I said, I'm just going to cut this drywall out, and then I'm going to install some 1/4" backer board, and then cement the plaque. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of blocking around, so that I have something to well, the studs are there. There are a couple of studs there, but I want to have some really good blocking behind, so that when I screw in the 1/4" backer board, it's going to be really sturdy, and because the piece of the plaque that I'm putting in is actually quite heavy. It's mosaic tile with this pattern that you saw, and it's set on a piece of plywood, and it's quite heavy. So I just want to make sure that I got a really good solid base. I installed a piece of 1/4" hardy backer board. I forgot to turn the camera on while I was doing that, so sorry about that. But anyway, I'm going to just dry fit the plaque to make sure that everything fits perfectly and that it's exactly where it's supposed to be. And then I'm going to take it down and I'm going to cement it in. You can use mastic, you can use silicone, you can use a thin set. Usually I just use what I have available, and then I'm going to throw in some screws around the edges to just hold it in place while everything sets. For anyone that's wondering, the blue tape that's on there around the center part of the mosaic is there because the center part was supposed to have a different color grout than the other part, but then the homeowner changed their mind, and the grout color ended up all being the same. So that is going to come down that blue tape. In this case, I measured everything out, and I was able to determine that the plaque was exactly the right size to be able to fit it, so that the tiles, the field tile, would fall with full pieces all the way around. In other words, I wouldn't have to cut anything around the plaque. Everything would fall on the grout line. This normally does not happen. Most of the time you're going to have to fit tiles around the plaque because the sides of the tiles just aren't going to match. This time I got lucky. I was able to determine that before I set the plaque and before I cut the hole, and so I laid it out exactly so that the tile and the field tile and the plaque would all be on a grout line, and I wouldn't have to cut anything around it. The rest of the backsplash just goes up like any other backsplash. This one here, they actually was going quite high. Just they wanted it to go just below or to the height where the crown molding on the cabinet start. That's where they wanted the height to be, and so that's exactly what I did for them. And so the rest of the backsplash just goes up like any other backsplash. This is actually a tumbled, well, not tumbled, but a honed travertine 2-inch tile on a fiberglass mesh. I finished installing the backsplash. It's all installed, and then you're obviously going to have to let the adhesive set. And then this, because this is a travertine tile, is very porous. It has to be sealed before it's grouted. So the next step is let it set, seal it, and then let that cure, and then grout. I sealed this tile with a Miracle sealer, and it's with Porous Plus, because it's a travertine tile. It's very porous, and I'm using an unsanded grout because the grout lines are very narrow. And so I'm going to grout this backsplash, and then I'm going to caulk anywhere there's a change of plane or where there needs a dissimilar material. And don't want to skip the caulking part, because if you just grout the corners or anywhere my tile meets a cabinet or anything like that, the grout will crack, and it just doesn't look nice. So you should always caulk where it needs to be caulked. That's it. That's the end result. Plaque installed on a 2-inch travertine tile. That's it. Please subscribe and leave a comment. For anyone interested, all the products that I used to install this backsplash were bought at Galleria Stone and Tile in Malden, Massachusetts. I'll leave a link in the video description.